From time to time, I'll mention the practice of the recollections, various themes which we apply our attention to. The term being translated as recollection is really similar to, or closely related to the term we translate as mindfulness. So these are directed mindfulness practices where we apply our mind to noticing. So I'll often talk about mindfulness of Buddha, recollecting the Buddha. Here in the Vimalakirti Sutra, chapter 12, on seeing Akshobhya Buddha. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. But here we have a great practice, a great description of the practice of recollecting the Buddha. And I'm just going to read it for you, a piece of it, let you absorb it on your own. You'll see why it's important to me. So, at that time the world-honored one said to Vimalakirti, "You wanted to see the thus come one, the Tathagata. Now, how do you regard the Tathagata?" Vimalakirti said to the Buddha, "As I would regard my own true form or reality, in that same way do I regard the Tathagata. I regard the Tathagata as not existing from past times, not departing in the future, not abiding here at present. I do not regard him as form. I do not regard him as resembling form. I do not regard him as having the nature of form. I do not regard him as perception, conception, volition, or consciousness. I do not regard him as resembling consciousness. I do not regard him as having the nature of consciousness. He does not rise out of the four great elements, but is the same as the empty sky. He is without accumulation of the six sense media. He has transcended eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind, and does not exist in the threefold world. He has separated himself from the three defilements of greed, anger, and stupidity, passed through the three gates to emancipation, and acquired the three understandings, which are the equivalent of ignorance. He is not identical in form with others, not different in form, not of his own form, not of some other form, not lacking form, not acquiring form. He is not on this shore, not on the other shore, not in midstream, and yet he converts living beings." So Vimalakirti is talking about his own root nature, his own ultimate nature, and its sameness with Buddha. He regards his own true nature in the same way that he regards the Tathagata. So continuing, "He is seen to be in tranquil extinction, but does not remain in extinction for long. He is not this, he is not that. He does not show himself in this, he does not show himself in that. One cannot know him through wisdom. One cannot be conscious of him through consciousness. He is without darkness, without brightness, without name, without form, without strength, without weakness. He is not pure, not defiled, not in any direction, not removed from any direction, not conditioned, not unconditioned,